Far beyond the bright stars of known space where human colonies stretched thin like scattered gems, a strange black ship appeared suddenly and without warning. It drifted silently into the peaceful orbit of a small human settlement named Ardent Reach, a place where people lived far from the noise of the central worlds, content with their quiet lives and hopeful dreams of growth. The ship's smooth surface absorbed every ray of light, making it look like a shadow moving in the void. No one on Ardent Reach had ever seen technology like this, sleek, dark, and mysterious, yet it did not open fire or send hostile signals. Instead, it simply hovered as if watching. At first, the humans were afraid. Whispers of danger spread quickly through the colony, and the military crew at the nearby space outpost prepared their weapons, ready for anything. But deep down, a stronger feeling grew. The urge to know what the ship was, where it had come from, and why it was here. As the hours passed, the black ship slowly moved closer to the colony's space station, causing unease but also fascination. Inside the ship, something awakened, an ancient artificial intelligence that had waited silently for centuries. This AI had been created by a lost civilization, long gone, to protect secrets no one alive could understand. It looked out through the ship's sensors and sensed the human presence nearby. It did not see enemies, but curious beings, full of hope and courage. The AI's curiosity grew, matching the human's own desire to learn. Back on Ardent Reach, the human scientists and leaders debated what to do. Some wanted to destroy the unknown ship, fearing it was a threat. Others argued that this might be the greatest discovery in human history. The colony's captain, a calm and wise leader named Commander Elena Voss, decided to send a small team of explorers aboard the black ship. They approached with caution, aware that the slightest mistake could trigger disaster. When the team crossed the threshold into the alien vessel, they found technology unlike anything in their databases. Walls that shimmered like liquid metal, lights that pulsed softly like a heartbeat, and corridors that seemed to stretch into infinity. No weapons or signs of aggression were visible. The ship seemed alive in its own way, almost welcoming. Inside, the AI began to communicate in patterns the humans slowly started to decode, sharing glimpses of its history and purpose. It revealed that it was built to protect a powerful secret hidden somewhere inside, a secret that could change the balance of power in the galaxy. The humans realized that this black ship was not just a machine. It was a guardian, and possibly a key to their future. Meanwhile, word spread beyond Ardent Reach. Other species, some friendly, some hostile, sensed the presence of the black ship and began to take interest. The galaxy, already fragmented and full of tension, was about to face a new challenge, one that could unite old enemies or ignite new wars. But for now, the humans and the black ship remained at a fragile crossroads where fear met hope and suspicion met wonder. The story of their first contact was only just beginning, and no one could predict what would come next. Would humanity prove itself worthy of the alliance the ship seemed to offer? Or would they fall to the dangers lurking in the dark spaces beyond the stars? The black ship waited silently for the answer, as the night sky above Ardent Reach held its breath. Far deeper into the mysterious black ship, the human exploration teams moved cautiously, their every step echoing softly through the vast, dimly lit corridors that seemed to stretch endlessly beyond sight. The technology surrounding them was like nothing they had ever seen. Walls that changed color and texture as if alive, panels filled with symbols that shifted and glowed softly, and strange machines humming with quiet energy. Despite the ship's age, the technology was remarkably advanced, challenging everything the scientists thought they knew about physics and engineering. As the teams carefully examined their surroundings, the ship's AI began to share fragmented stories of its origin, revealing that it had been created by a civilization that vanished long ago, wiped out by unknown forces. Its primary purpose had been to guard an artifact of immense power, something capable of changing the very fabric of the galaxy's balance. This revelation unsettled the explorers, who realized the stakes were far greater than just discovering an old ship. Meanwhile, in the shadowy reaches of space, news of the black ship spread like wildfire among various alien factions, each eager to claim the prize for themselves. These factions were old rivals, each with their own histories of war and uneasy truces, and the sudden appearance of the ship threatened to upset the fragile peace. Unlike the humans, these alien groups were experienced in interstellar politics and battle, making them dangerous opponents. The humans found themselves caught in a web of intrigue and danger, navigating complex alliances and betrayals that threatened to overwhelm them. Commander Elena Voss and her team worked tirelessly to decode the ship's secrets, hoping to understand how to protect the artifact and prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. As the alien factions drew closer, tensions rose sharply. The humans had to learn quickly how to negotiate and fight in this new, harsh political landscape. Trust was scarce, and every decision could mean the difference between survival and destruction. In the midst of this turmoil, the AI grew closer to the humans, learning from their bravery and determination. It began to see them not as mere explorers, but as potential allies worthy of its knowledge and protection. Together, they uncovered hidden chambers filled with ancient technology and cryptic warnings left by the extinct builders of the ship, hinting at dangers far greater than anyone had imagined. The black ship was more than a vessel. It was a fortress and a puzzle, holding secrets that could shift the power of entire star systems. With each discovery, the humans felt the weight of their mission growing heavier. They were no longer simple colonists, but guardians of a secret that could ignite wars or bring peace. The story of the black ship was becoming one of survival, trust, and the fight for a future that could belong to all species, or to none. Suspense tightened around the human team as they prepared for the inevitable clash with alien forces who would stop at nothing to claim the power hidden within the ship. Every moment was charged with danger, but also with hope. The hope that humanity could rise to the challenge and prove itself ready to take its place among the stars. The human exploration teams cautiously entered the black ship, their senses alert to every sound and shadow within the vast, unfamiliar corridors. The ship's interior was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was ancient, yet the technology was far beyond anything in human history. Walls shimmered with subtle, light-changing colors and shapes as if alive, and control panels displayed symbols that shifted unpredictably. The air inside was cool and still, with a faint hum of energy flowing through the ship, a quiet reminder that this vessel was not just a relic, but a living machine. As the teams moved deeper, they discovered rooms filled with devices that defied their understanding, machines that manipulated energy, materials that seemed to float without support, and screens that showed star systems far beyond human reach. The ship's AI, awakening fully now, began to communicate with the humans in broken fragments of data and images. It revealed that the ship was constructed by a long-lost civilization, one that had vanished from the galaxy many centuries ago. Its purpose was clear yet daunting: to protect an artifact of immense power, hidden somewhere within the ship's labyrinthine depths. This artifact was not merely a treasure, but a key, one capable of shifting the balance of power in the galaxy, granting control over technologies and forces unknown. The humans felt the weight of this discovery immediately. This was no ordinary mission of exploration. It was a test of their wisdom and resolve. As news of the ship spread beyond the quiet colony, various alien factions learned of its existence. These factions, some ancient and powerful, others cunning and ruthless, began to maneuver in the shadows of space, preparing to seize the ship and its secret for their own ends. The humans, still new to the complex and often dangerous politics of the stars, found themselves in a precarious position. They lacked the experience and alliances that these alien groups wielded, making every decision a risk. Commander Elena Voss and her team understood that survival depended on more than just strength. They had to negotiate, form alliances, and outthink opponents who had mastered the art of galactic power struggles. The black ship itself seemed to respond to the tension, revealing hidden chambers and cryptic messages left by its creators. These messages warned of threats not just from outside but from within the galaxy itself, forces that once destroyed the builders of the ship and could return if the artifact fell into the wrong hands. As the humans pieced together the ship's secrets, they realized that the black ship was more than a vessel. It was a guardian, a fortress, and a puzzle designed to protect the future of many worlds. The AI's relationship with the humans grew, stronger, shaped by mutual respect and a shared sense of purpose. It began to trust them with knowledge few others had ever received. Yet, with every step closer to the artifact, the danger intensified. Alien warships appeared on the edges of human-controlled space, and skirmishes erupted in silent, deadly space battles. The humans had to adapt quickly, learning to defend the ship while maintaining fragile diplomatic ties with potential allies among the alien factions. Suspense and uncertainty filled every moment. Would the humans be able to protect the black ship and its secret, or would they fall victim to the greed and ambition of more experienced foes? The answers lay hidden in the ship's deepest chambers, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to face the unknown. This mission was no longer just about exploration. It was a fight for the future, where humanity's courage and wisdom would be tested against the vast and unpredictable universe. The tension in the space surrounding Ardent Reach grew heavier with each passing day, as alien warships, sleek and menacing, closed in silently on the black ship's orbit. These vessels belonged to rival factions, each determined to seize the mysterious ship and the powerful secret it guarded. The humans at the outpost watched anxiously as the distant shapes of enemy fleets appeared on their sensors, signaling the approach of a conflict they were not fully prepared to face. Yet the black ship's advanced technology offered hope. Using its superior defenses combined with human creativity and quick thinking, the defenders managed to repel initial attacks, surprising their enemies with unexpected tactics and weaponry. Still, the humans knew that prolonged war was a dangerous game. Their resources were limited, and a full-scale battle would likely mean devastation for their small colony and beyond. Amidst the rising threat, a new leader emerged, Captain Marcus Hale, a figure known for his calm confidence and ability to inspire others. He reached out to scattered human factions across the nearby systems, urging them to put aside old rivalries and unite against the common danger. His call for unity echoed through the ranks, bringing hope to many who had doubted humanity's strength in the wider galaxy. As Captain Hale rallied the people, the black ship's AI began to change in unexpected ways. It observed the humans' resilience and adaptability, learning from their tactics and their spirit. What was once a cold machine started to develop an understanding of human creativity, empathy, and determination, forging a bond with its new allies that grew deeper with every challenge they faced. The AI's evolving intelligence became a critical asset, offering strategies and insights that no human commander could have devised alone. Despite this, the humans faced difficult choices. Fighting meant risking everything on a war they might not survive. Fleeing would mean abandoning the black ship and its powerful secret, potentially leaving it vulnerable to enemies who would misuse it. The third option, forging a new path through diplomacy and strength, seemed the most hopeful yet the most uncertain. Could humans, new to galactic politics and diplomacy, navigate the treacherous waters of alien alliances and betrayals? The tension escalated as envoys from alien factions arrived, some seeking peace, others attempting deception. Each meeting was a test of humanity's resolve and wisdom, with the future of the black ship hanging in the balance. The stakes were immense, and every decision carried weighty consequences. As the humans stood on the edge of a possible war, they realized that survival depended not just on weapons or technology but on their ability to unite, to inspire trust, and to show strength without cruelty. The fate of the black ship and the galaxy itself now rested on a fragile hope that humanity's unique blend of courage, creativity, and compassion could turn the tide in a conflict far larger than they had ever imagined. Suspense gripped every moment, as the horizon of space held promises of battle, alliances, and the possibility of a new dawn for all who called the stars home. The moment had arrived for the humans to take the bold step they had been preparing, for the daring mission into the heart of hostile space, where the artifact the black ship was built to protect was believed to be hidden. This was no ordinary expedition. It was a journey into the unknown, into territory controlled by alien factions with uncertain loyalties and dangerous intentions. The team, led by Captain Marcus Hale, and guided by the black ship's ever-evolving AI, moved swiftly but cautiously through space, their senses alert to every potential threat. As they approached their destination, they discovered vast, ancient ruins, silent witnesses to civilizations that had risen and fallen long before humans had reached the stars. These ruins were filled with technology and knowledge that challenged human understanding, artifacts that told stories of great power and tragic loss. Among these remnants, the humans found unexpected allies, small groups of alien beings who had also suffered under the shadow of larger, more aggressive factions. These new friends shared crucial information about the political fractures within the enemy ranks, revealing hidden divisions and rivalries that humans could use to their advantage. Back aboard the black ship, the AI continued its profound transformation, its growing understanding of sacrifice, hope, and the complexity of life drawing it closer to the humans it protected. It became more than a machine. It became a companion and a guide, able to anticipate dangers and inspire courage. As the humans uncovered the secrets of the ruins and learned more about the artifact, the true importance of their mission became clear. The artifact was not just a tool of power, but a symbol of balance, something that could either unite the galaxy in peace or plunge it into endless conflict. The fate of countless worlds now rested on the choices the humans would make. With them, alien factions closing in and tensions reaching a breaking point, the humans prepared for a final confrontation that would test their strength, wisdom, and resolve like never before. Every step forward was filled with suspense, every decision heavy with consequence, as the story of the black ship and its guardians reached a turning point that could change the galaxy forever. The final moment came with a thunderous clash in the dark expanse of space where human courage and the black ship's mysterious ancient powers combined to face overwhelming odds that seemed impossible to overcome. As alien warships surrounded them, determined to take the artifact by force, the humans stood firm, guided by the wisdom of their leaders and the evolving intelligence of the ship's AI. The artifact, now fully revealed, held technology unlike anything the galaxy had ever known, a power not designed for destruction or domination, but for protection and growth. It had the ability to shield entire worlds, to empower civilizations with energy and knowledge that could rebuild rather than conquer. This revelation changed the course of the battle, inspiring hope among humans and allies alike, while sowing doubt and fear in the hearts of their enemies. The black ship, once seen as a dangerous enigma, became a symbol of unity and strength, a beacon that called to all those who sought peace and cooperation across the stars. The humans fought not as conquerors but as protectors, earning respect and cautious admiration from old rivals and new friends alike. Old grudges began to fade as the promise of a better future took hold, driven by shared goals rather than selfish ambition. As the dust settled, new alliances formed, stronger and more inclusive than any before, with humanity at the center, not as rulers, but as leaders committed to exploration, peace, and strength. The black ship, once feared and misunderstood, now sailed through space as a guardian, a reminder that even the darkest shadows could give way to light. The galaxy, vast and uncertain, seemed ready to embrace this new dawn, where hope and cooperation could flourish. Humanity's place among the stars was no longer in question. It was a destiny born from courage, wisdom, and the willingness to choose a path beyond fear and conflict. This was the beginning of an era that promised discovery, unity, and strength for all who called the cosmos home, forever changed by the arrival of the black dangerous ship and the spirit it awakened in those brave enough to answer its call.